It's week 2 of the National Football League, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Browns and the Steelers under the lights on Monday night.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Tonight, it's the second of our Monday night doubleheader, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They come in off a loss in the season opener, which doubled as the home opener.
And when you lose that way, at home, season opener, it almost feels like 2 losses. So it's a big fight to get yourselves ready to go to play the next week.
Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
The second of 2 games tonight. It's the Browns and Steelers underway to wrap up week 2. This taken in at the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Now the Cleveland offense ready to go to work behind the 3-time Pro Bowler Deshaun Watson in his second season now as a Brown, number 7 overall.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost. Yeah. How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 0 hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Now the NFL's 3rd leading rusher last year, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 13 carries, 59 yards.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments in how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
And he'll work down inside the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, and it'll bring up 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 14. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
From the red zone now, Watson. He's got the connection to Moore. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. To the air yet again, Watson. They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Here's Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns will claim the early lead as they're on the board 1st first here tonight. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they'd put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they liked, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a man who nearly broke the single-season rushing record for quarterbacks last season. A true dual threat out of Ohio State, Justin Fields.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in week 2.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
Yeah, he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
The Steelers had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off play action. Fields. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. Harris running straight ahead and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll run with Patterson. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Patterson. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. A 10-play drive that time, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This taken in right around the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Throwing again is Watson.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On play action, Fields.
And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. And now it's 3rd down.
When you look at this Browns defense,
it's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
here's Fields.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Back to throw. Fields.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Fields.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is indeed good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing.
The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football.
Balled at the 26, 2nd and 7.
As they've got it as we resume action. Watson now to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
A shotgun snap for Watson. He finds his man complete. It's 4. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
Taken in at the 22.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They were losers last time out to the 49ers, but right now they're on the right side of the scoreboard as they start out 1st and 10. They turn to Harris to begin the drive.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Play action. It's Fields.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try to find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
First and 10, it's Patterson. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit.
And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals, maybe sometimes.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 28 yards.
And the Browns are able to move back in front.
So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of him, being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly
He's
didn't
lost.
work. Yeah, there's no doubt.
Now it's Patterson. Now it's Patterson.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
So the new weapon just picked up via the trade, making an impact here right away.
And what you like about getting guys who catch passes, you don't have to spend a lot of time in the playbook. You just tell them to dial up a route and get the ball in their hands.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 10 more there and another first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
That's to the sideline and incomplete. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Fields.
Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Watson on 3rd down.
Going quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
He gets away from one. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Fields now to throw.
And his throw is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Patterson, he'll try it up the middle.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
49 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
All right, I got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. It may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his feet as far as he's concerned.
What he's saying, I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there, let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely, still got a lot of life left in those legs. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll take it down shy of 45 at the 46.
This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Setting up the screen, Harris.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, that didn't have quite the flair of some of Pickens' catches from his rookie year, but it still moves the chains. He quickly built up a rep for making highlight grabs, maybe the catch of the year in Week 3 versus the Browns. He also had 800 yards, and he looked like an absolute playmaker for the Steelers.
On 1st down, it's Fields.
Fighting through pressure. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Fields throwing again.
And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Fields.
And he'll complete this one to Patterson. Now a timeout signaled for him. They'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they have regained the lead. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
A good game there on 1st down. That run will get him 7 up to the 32-yard line. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. The final shot before the break, Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he goes out right around the 39. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit, where you see the final score there. Jameson Williams, a touchdown catch in the victory. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were winners in that one over the visiting New York Giants. James Conner, a touchdown run in the victory. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Jordan Addison, a touchdown catch in the victory. We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you'd have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory. Both of these coaching staffs feverishly making their final plans for the second half. One of these two teams is going to get their first win. And for the call, let's kick it back out to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
2nd and 10.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Back to throw, Watson.
The throw left sideline falls incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is good. And they have regained the lead.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time.
Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Nice effort defensively there from Cole Holcomb.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Watson, option left. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
Terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson.
That is caught.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along and hope someone would come free.
On first down, it's Watson. Now pass complete to Moore. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That leads us to a first and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Chubb will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll give it to Chubb. But he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And this one is right through. And they add on and get a little bit of a cushion. It's 20-16 now.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what is he? Nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A first throw for the backup, Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
But 2 good plays on this one, Brandon. The first one at the quarterback because the pressure affected his throw. And I think it forced him to throw away from his designated target. And how about the second bit of pressure downfield? Receiver going up for the pass, helping force that incompletion.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off, and then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Wilson on the keeper, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. This sneak successful for the yard out, and the Steelers have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
And this is something right out of the Philadelphia playbook. They were successful running this with Jalen Hurts. But this is a copycat league, so if it works for them, everyone thinks it'll probably work for us. And here, it does.
Extra point attempt to come here. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was Russell Wilson finishing things off with a touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out.
Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On second down, here's Watson. He's got Njoku over the middle. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on ESPN. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Cole Holcomb proving too much there for the offensive line. He gets the sack.
Well, they only had a yard to go. They try to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting. Understanding a few tendencies and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot. And they dialed up the pressure and got to him.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fielded at the 33. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7.
Play action. Now Wilson eluding the pressure right. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there in a first down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Patterson running between the tackles. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
That's caught downfield by Pickens.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
They'll run with Patterson.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Cordell Patterson.
His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Steelers will add to their fourth quarter lead.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Now Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Watson.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Watson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
And that's on the guard, Wyatt Teller.
Still 3rd down.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow.
Dropped for a loss of 7 on multiple defenders.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Cordero Patterson. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the 1st down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, They were just out-personnel.
Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, Watson. That's out to Chubb, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. To the air yet again, Watson.
But the man downfield is Judy. He's got it.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. That one goes for 30 yards. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. To throw is Watson. And he's got it. Touchdown. David Njoku from 6 yards away.
And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Wilson.
Here's one deep for Pickens.
And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line.
So now it's Watson and the Browns.
Down by 10, a little over a minute and a half remaining. They'll need a score here and also likely an onside kick recovery, but first things first. 1st and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Watson to throw. That'll be caught by Tony.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
After review of the play, Ruling on the field stands.
So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. Watson. Right back to Tony. He's got another one.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line.
To throw, Watson.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. Good bounce back win. They take the knee. Can't stop the clock defensively. Tough opening week loss, but now 1-1.
Shows that they handled things really well. A lot of teams panic after a week 1 loss, and they start to think that the sky's falling. This team realized there's a long season, and they feel very talented, and they get it done in this one.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Steelers, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.